Welcome to this module of Create Sell Bank. In this module, we're going to go over the Magic Platform, which is an e-commerce store that you can develop. So the Magic Platform, you can go to themagicplatform.com and see an overview of this. You don't have to buy it. It's provided as part of the course. You'll either have to buy a domain name or you've already prepaid for a domain name in your course tuition. But the headline of this is you create stunning e-commerce stores and sell products online using our all-in-one software platform. Now, it's not just products. I want to be really clear. You can sell products, but you can also sell services. And I've got a short I'll go into that in a little bit. So here's what it looks like, on desktops, workstations, on mobile devices, on tablets, and you can have a bunch of. You've got access to a lot of different suppliers, but it's more drag and drop. So while the technology can be done very complex underneath, this is set up so that you can primarily drag and drop and do a couple of text edits, upload some images, and your store is ready to go. Now, it's hosted on Google, so it's fast. But it also means that Google is going to search the store, and there's no monthly fees. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but if you use a lot of other services, you have to pay a monthly fee, and there's other fees for transactions and various things like that. So, you're free to use that, but again, let's just keep going through. This is, kind of the same, but this has a sunglass theme, and you can see that, and this one has a fashion theme. We can set this up to be any theme that you want based on your products or services. So it's web-based software. You just log in, you can edit, you get templates, you can set them up, you can customize them, you can find top-selling products. We've already gone through how to do that, and you can connect to the payment to any processor. So this is some background on it. It's again, a web application, and you can the Google Cloud hosting, like I said, they search it. You've got a lot of apps that go in that enhance the Magic Platform. And you can really be up and going pretty quickly. So that's the Magic Platform. Now, it is based on OpenCart 2.0. So you can go there. If you have any questions, you can see a demo store at demo.opencart.com. On the left, you can see you have a major image, and then you've got some featured images. Like if you click on the Canon EOS 5D, what's going to come up is this pop-up, and then you can see in the lower right corner, add to cart. People can do it. So it's a fully functioning e-commerce store with a shopping cart. And you can go to demo.opencart.com/admin, and you need to log in. The ID is demo, and the passcode is demo. And this is what you'll see the back end of your store. So when you first log in, you see a bunch of, statistics, and hopefully you have 9.3 million sales and things like that. But nonetheless, this is, again, a demonstration. In the navigation on the left, what you'll see is there's a lot of various things that you can customize. Then we're going to be going through that in a little bit. So, there's documentation. If, the presentation that I'm going to give in this module is really a high level overview, and, it's enough to get you started. It's going to be what I'm going to call good enough. But if you want to do something really specific, you can go here. There's a bunch of answers, bunch of questions and answers, and there's the full documentation on OpenCart. And then, so if you can't find something in this video, if you can't find something on the OpenCart 2.0, reach out to me and I'll see if I can't help. So here's some store options. If you are an artisan, you produce your own products, and those can be a lot of different things. You're a painter, you make jewelry, you make fine art, on and on. The Magic platform can work for you. Now, Etsy Plus or MailChimp are good alternatives. And I'll go through those in a little bit. The second option is if you're a service provider, you don't have physical products, although you can do both service and physical products, but let's just keep it for the sake of discussion that you provide a service, like you're an attorney, or you do search engine optimization, you do dashboards, you do things for people that they're going to pay you to do. The Magic platform can work as well. Now, MailChimp or ClickFunnels, they're both good alternatives. But, we're going to start off with the Magic platform. Now, if you're a retailer and you buy products wholesale, or you manufacture products and you also sell them, and you want to set up or scale your business, the Magic platform will work really well for you, as we're going to see. Now, MailChimp, Commerce HQ, or ClickFunnels are good alternatives. And if you want to explore those, we can have a side conversation about that. Now, there are dozens of e-commerce store options for you to consider. In this course, as I've said before, we're going to use the Magic platform based on OpenCart 2.0. Some of the top alternatives are MailChimp, which it'll give you can get a free domain for 5 years, and a free website builder, and you can build shoppable landing pages, sign up forms to help you grow your list, tools for social media management, and it's free up to 2,000 contacts or 2,000 subscribers. But as you grow, you have to pay more money. And so nonetheless, Etsy Plus, they take quite a bit of there's a lot of fees associated with that, but you can certainly do that if you'd like. Commerce HQ, very high powered, as is ClickFunnels, and they're very expensive. They're all kind of right in the same $300 a month. By the time you have some plugins and stuff, you're $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a year. And Wix is another one that it's easy to get in. They've got a drag and drop thing, but they quickly add up. And I'm going to talk about Shopify. Like Shopify, as you add these plugins, the monthly fees for those can get quite high. eBay, you can get in, and I've seen some students that have done spectacular stores on eBay, and it is really difficult to understand because they have a complex pricing structure. They've got listing fees, a percentage of each sale, fulfillment fees, and plug-in fees, and depending on the number of products that you have in your store, the monthly amount that you have to pay to eBay goes up, and that can be quite pricey. But if you've started and you have your store going for a long time, that is certainly an option. Squarespace, again, a drag and drop. It's got things that you can do, monthly fee that you have to pay. Shopify is what's called a unicorn. These folks have gone, and the definition of a unicorn is a startup that in the first 5 to 7 years has achieved a market valuation of $1 billion or greater. And they've certainly done that. They're up at, last I saw, they were north of $40 billion in terms of valuation. And the reason they do is, their Shopify Plus, which you want to get into, is $2,000 a month. So, they're getting $24,000 a year. And then they have a 2.15% transaction fee. And then in addition, you've got plugins that if you want coupons or other things, you've got to pay for it. So they've really done in terms of a funnel, thinking about Shopify, and I know I'm talking about them more than some of the others, but you've heard about it quite a bit. Shopify has the ability to get you in very inexpensively. So kind of as a lead magnet, we'll get you going 14 days free. And once you're in, then they start moving you up. And the goal is to get you up to this Shopify Plus account. Now here's an example of a Shopify store. One of my students that has gone through Create Sell Bank 1, done the advanced Create Sell Bank 2, he went through the need finding and he found that he had expertise as a photographer, as a videographer. He enjoyed doing this. In addition to the expertise, he found a need that he couldn't find smoke bombs. And as a result, he thought, well, you know what? I can start a business. So he came up with the name Shutter Bombs, which is, as you know by now, it's a keyword-rich domain name. And this is, that's Kyle Gwynn. And he's in the Albuquerque area, and he's a good friend, and he is doing great stuff. So now this is, again, I'm just going to show you some of the things that you can do with, he's got various categories that you can go back, very clean store. And everything that he's doing here, he could do on the Magic platform, but he had some experience with a previous product that he was selling on Shopify. So he just wanted to keep going with that. And I'm just going to scroll down, and they've got videos and various things, so you can see how that goes. So that is an example of a Shopify store. Now, another one of the most common web development platforms is called WordPress. And to make it into a shopping cart, you connect WordPress with WooCommerce. That's very, very common. And if you've got the expertise, you can go do that. GrooveCart, it's a new platform. It was just released, and it's done in a very modern programming language that loads fast. And what you'll find from search engine optimization is Google really likes fast loading pages. They'll rank them higher than pages that take a long time to load. But it is hugely expensive. So, in addition to those, there's dozens of other options that you can look at. So don't think that, I'm railroading you into the magic platform. I just want to use this for the particular course because it meets the needs of me as the faculty member, you as the student. So the first step is you need to add your Google Chrome extension. So you log in, you use your Google credentials. If you don't have them, go get them. And you log into the Google Chrome browser and you find the Magic Dropship Fulfillment extension at this link. And you can search for it, but once you click on the link, and you'll be brought to this page over here, the Magic Dropship Fulfillment extension to Chrome. You click Add to Chrome, and they'll ask you, blah, 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 and you say, absolutely, add extension. And after you get a confirmation, this is what it looks like, and you have the opportunity to remove it, which you can clearly do. And in Google Chrome, if you browse to installed extensions, you'll see this, the Magic Dropship Fulfillment. Now you might have a different version if you do this now. There's the ID that you can search on, and here's what it looks like. So all good. And what you want to see is this little icon here, the shopping cart, and that is the Magic Dropship Fulfillment button. And what that's going to help you do right now, it is for AliExpress.com, which you are now experts in, but you can go to AliExpress and you can pull all of the data for a particular product and very easily add it to your particular store. And you don't have to do this one at a time. You can do them in groups so you can keep categories together. I'll explain all that later. But that's why the first step is to make sure that we get the Google Chrome extension for the Magic Dropship Fulfillment entered into Chrome. Now, once your domain name is purchased, you'll get a login screen like this, and you go to whatever your domain is, .com/admin, and I will get you the login and the password, and so you can log in, and then the first thing you're going to see is this dashboard, and it pops up. It shows you kind of at a executive level what's going on with your store, and down here in the left side, you're going to have in the dark area is the configuration settings. So if you click on System, you come down here to System, you go to Users, and then you click on Users again. You come over here and you see we have 2 users. Now, this is going to be your store, so you can click on plus and you can add new users, or you can click on this icon, as shown here with the little pencil and the edit icon, and you can edit the information about any particular user. So because it's your store, you can add people that you trust to be able to log in. And now here's what it looks like. So I edited myself. I'm going to go back. So if you have Czar, if I click on that button, I'll bring up this. I'm an administrator. There's other roles that you can set, like editors and various things like that. So you can bring in virtual assistants and have them do stuff. Various things, your password, your status, you want to make sure that it's enabled. And next you want to go to your system settings. So you go to system, then settings, and it'll bring you up to the stores. Now here we only have one store, and that's 33leather.com. This will be your store. I'm working with them to see if you can buy multiple stores and have a multi-store list here, but more on that later. Um, so again, you click on System Settings to get to this, and then you see you have all these tabs that you can do, and you really want to. There's General, Store, Local, the Image, File Transfer Protocol, FTP, the Mail, Server, Email, Templates, and the Facebook Pixel. And we'll get to Facebook Pixel when we get to the advanced version of this course. And now, so let's start with the General tab. So the meta title is 33leather.com. I could just have that be 33 leather, but that's what it is. And got some meta tag keywords that show up, and the template that we're using is the Magic Platforms template. Now if we go to the next one, the store, this is the store name, and that's what's going to show up for any correspondence that goes back and forth. And the store owner, you could put your own name in there, or you can put 33, your domain name, some address, or you could just leave the address United States or New Mexico, something like that. You don't have to necessarily do that, but that will depend on yours. And then you're going to get various emails that you can put in here, a phone number, fax, and the image, which is a logo that I created. And if you want to have opening times or anything else that you want people to know about. And in the local, this is just information, about country, region, state, language, administrative language. Like let's say maybe you had an admin that you hire that's in Germany. You could certainly put this in as German. The currency that you're going to use, the length, which is inch or millimeter, the weight class is pound, or I think it's grams. So now under the options, this thing is a lot of the business stuff that you all deal with. Is the information about your products, how you want reviews to be handled, any vouchers you want to give, taxes, the account, checkout, stock, and returns. So you're going to have to experiment, with this. But a lot of the first part is, how do you want your products to be shown? Are you going to allow reviews and so forth? So when you go there, again, this is under System in the dashboard and Settings, and we're on the fourth tab. So the image, here's the store logo, and I just grabbed some shoes as the image. You could do a lot better. And this is a really long page because there's a lot of customization that you can do. So use the defaults. Under the local tab, let me see, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to categories, because this is under the dashboard, catalog, and categories is the first one. And you'll see that, those are the categories. There's a sort order for those, and the sort order basically starts with 0 and moves forward. So here's how they appear. You can take like the category women's leather shoes, and it'll appear first, women's leather jackets, second. The number in parentheses is how many products are in that particular area, particular category, sorry. And if you click a button, I'm going to show you in just a sec, it'll also show up in the horizontal area here. So each one of these is a hyperlink. They'll bring you to those particular areas. So the general under categories, you can set the category name, the description, meta tag, title, the meta tag description, the meta tag keyword, and you need to fill in the whole thing with information. And now the product information from AliExpress will fill in automatically, but we're just talking about categories right now. So the data tab in categories is where you set up the parent, like who does this report to, filters, stores that you might have, SEO keywords, image, top columns, sort order, and status. And these are things that you can explore and experiment with. So design is the third tab, and this is where you can override the default layout. And this is advanced stuff, and I'm just showing it to you so you're not surprised when you're looking through this thing. Now, the next one down, catalog, we just went through categories. Now in products, these are all the products that are in your store. Now, you can use that extension to Google Chrome to go to AliExpress and just insert them. Or you can optionally put in your own products or services. See this with this little plus button. So you'll just create your own line in your store. And you can, if you've got a lot of products, you can use this area to filter and try to find out, well, which model number, which products do I have that are 1995, things like that, to help you search. So here's an example of filtering on 100% genuine leather. There's 3 products that show up that have that exact keyword or key phrase in there. So now if you edit a product, here's a belt, and you've got a lot of things that you can set up: general, data, links, attribute, option, recurring, discount, special, image, reward points, design, and extra tabs. You can add more if you want. And so now we're in the data tab, which you can put in all these things that are very familiar to people that are in the retail or wholesale business. Now, if you click on catalog and you go to information, you get the following tabs. This is about us, delivery information, privacy policy, and terms and conditions. And so if you edit those, you can, like, if you click on the button about us, you can put in that 33leather.com provides high quality, low price leather products in multiple categories. You carefully examine each product to make sure of quality and consumer acceptance, so you can be assured of getting products that meet your expectation. You can put anything you want in there. So the delivery information, you can put what you want to do. There's a default you can use. The privacy policy, you want to definitely have. So there's some examples on this, and you can go to 33leather.com and see, but there will be one. If you're going to be doing a lot of international business, you want to make sure that your privacy policy reflects the wishes of the consumer, because there's now laws. GDPR has come up in the last couple of years, and there's fines if you don't handle customer data appropriately. So then you can go to terms and conditions, and you can see, your business Might be different, but it's a good place to start. So now the email, we've got a bunch of emails that are templates that are built in, and each can be customized. They're parameterized so that like you can use the first name of your customer, you can use your last name, you can do a lot of things. You can insert product names and various things like that. So the next one is extensions. And what we're going to do is focus on the modules down here. So we're going to extensions and skip those for now. And the first thing is you get to general settings. So you can set the logo that's down in the footer and any text that you want. You can set up this background color, various things like that. And then now the design options. This gives you kind of the top line area, how to FFFFFF. 6 Fs is white in HTML. And you can set different colors, just putting in the X code for the color, and so you can have full customization of this, and or you can use the color choosers, and you just click and the code will show up right there. Now, the Magic platform, the Magic theme panel shows up, and you can, once you've got everything customized, you hit save, move on. Now, there's two left side images. One says free shipping, and this is a little snippet from the website. So there's free shipping, and there's that image. And that is under extensions, modules, magic banners, home left 1. And you could change that clearly. You just set it up to whatever you'd like it to be. There's extensions, modules, magic banners, home left 2, which shows down here. And that'll, again, you can edit that. You can do the customizations. These are featured images that you can set up to be anything that you wish. Now the horizontal banner right below the horizontal category is something that's called the extension modules magic banners, KROL, and you can rename it if you'd like, but that's just what it's going to come named at, and you can put it in with text or not. But basically there's that, and then you want to save and move on. Now there's 3 images that are on the website that you have complete control over. These are extensions, modules, magic banners, home, promo, and you want to use your image editor or go to Fiverr.com and get somebody to do the image editing for you. And you can swap the order. You can do a lot of editing right there. So now the Magic platform includes a world-class plugin called Slider Revolution. And here's from their website. It's an innovative, responsive jQuery slider plugin that displays your content the beautiful way, whether it's a slider, a carousel, a hero scene, or even a whole front page. You'll be telling your own stories in no time. So the Magic platform has the Slider Revolution, and you might have already seen it, but I'll go into a little bit more detail. Now, it uses the Slider Revolution plugin as a carousel, and this is where images will slide across your website in a manner you can control. Carousels or an attention-getting website mechanism that will potentially keep viewers on your site longer, which can help improve your search engine rankings and subsequent sales. The next slide contains a short video that shows how carousel was implemented on 33leather.com using the Slider Revolution plugin. The video will also show some other options demonstrating the flexibility you have with highlighting your top selling products and or services. 33leather.com is an example of a website that clearly has a leather theme that's based on the Magic platform. Part of what we're talking about now is this element right here where you can see a couple of images, but you can see them in various ways. And these will just scroll and slide and fade and do things. You have complete control over the image, over the text that goes on the image. And then if I do nothing, it'll wait 9 seconds, 9,000 milliseconds, and it will change. And people can click on it. You can do shop now. You can do various things. Now, you have full control over this. I said there's 2 images you control. You can make 3, 4, 5, a dozen. They don't necessarily have to be products. They can be services that you provide, and you can have those come up. Like if you do video editing, you do search engine optimization, you do interactive dashboards, you do maps, you do chatbots. You can have all of those come in. So let me show you this, because this is an example on Slider Revolution. This is the plugin to the Magic platform. And you can go to revolution.themepunch.com and you can click around and you can find examples. But notice this one has the images showing down below. And this is if you have more than 2, you might want to have the ability to start here, click through. Oh, I want to see this one, and it'll jump there. Or you can just click like that. And you can also make them so that they have a hyperlink underneath. So if you see, I really like this, you click on it, you will go to the location in your store that has that. So that ties very closely to this particular area that you can set up. The horizontal slider is called a carousel. There's other options that you can explore in the Slider Revolution, but they're beyond what I want to go over right now. I just wanted to show you some examples of this. Thanks a lot. With that background, you can go to Extensions, Modules, Magic Banners, then Revolution Slider - Slideshow Management to edit all those settings. And you can see we have here's the 2 images, and these are multiple layers. And you can edit, you can copy, but if you edit that particular slide, you can come up and you can change the image. You can bring up the image manager, which gives you dozens and dozens of options. And you can see it down here what you can do. And you can change the text on your slide to anything that you want that's appropriate. And so now, still in the Extension, Modules, Magic Banners, Revolution Slider, Slideshow Management, when you've made all the sliders, you want to click on this green button. Before we've had a different button, but literally this plugin has 50 settings, which gives you tremendous flexibility in how your store's slide functions. Take time to explore the options available as shown on these pages. So here's kind of the first page. You have a title and things that you can turn on: loops, position, appearance, navigation, thumbnails. Then you can go into the further down that page. You can set up the layout. And here's some more things: the spinner, parallax, mobile touch, mobile visibility, alternative first slide, global overwrites, troubleshooting, and the Google font settings that you might want to use. So now the import export was down at the bottom. I'll just go back and show these three down at the bottom are what I'll go over next. And you can import a slider. You can export a slider. You can have a URL that will, that you want to have associated with the particular slider. And then the application programming interface, or the API, there's a lot of calls. Now this is way beyond this course. This is for the computer scientists, or you can go on Fiverr.com or Upwork, and you can get somebody that understands how to use an API to make this work. And then you've got the capability to put in custom cascading style sheets, or CSS, or custom JavaScript down here. And again, this is advanced stuff, but I just wanted you to have it so you're not looking at it and going, why is this blank? So now to connect it to PayPal, you go to extensions, modules, payments, and you want to uninstall everything except for this PayPal Express checkout. And the uninstall is you click the red uninstall button. If something's installed, it'll turn red, and then click the install button on this. And what that'll do is now you can edit that particular, it's the blue button. And there's a lot of information that you can put in here. And I'm going to go to the edit, but you want to have the API username, API password, API signature, API sandbox username, API sandbox password, and API sandbox signature. In order to get this, you log into your PayPal business account, and you go to Profile, and then you go to over here, My Setting Tools, and you go to API Access, and you click Update. What that's going to bring you to is this section, and you're going to go down to MVP SOAP API Integration, and you're going to click View API Signature. And there it is. This will pop up, and you can click Show, and you can grab that and you can stick it over into the Magic Platform area that we were just in. Next, in the General tab, you want to make sure that you set the status to enabled. Otherwise, people won't be able to buy through PayPal. And so then your PayPal will be connected to your Magic Platform store. Now, there's dozens of other payment gateways that you can connect to, but PayPal is a good starting place. And then, in the Order Status tab, make selections as they fit your store and match up to the images. Oh, I'm going to go back to that. You want to go through canceled. You want to have in this drop down, set that to canceled reversal, completed status, complete, denied status, denied, expired status, expired, failed status, failed, pending status, pending, process status, processed, refunded status, refunded, reverse status, reversed, voided status, voided. You have to do that and then click Save. And you can of course add your store's logo or another image through the checkout tab, and now you're done. Make sure you run a test transaction for some small amount before going live, though. And here's kind of the information. We've gone over the privacy policy, but now let's go to search engine optimization. The Magic Platform has a pretty incredible search engine optimization pack. And to get there, you go to Catalog and then SEO and SEO pack. Every time when you enter a new list of products, you should follow these instructions to update the SEO to help the search engines find your products and to rank them. So click the blue generate button for each line item and then click Save Parameters. And clicking on Generate on the first line generates keywords. So you can, no new keywords were inserted here because I had already done that. But every product that you have in the store will show up, and it will have keywords that are available for the search engines. Now, clicking Generate on all the sections, update the search engine optimization for the site for the following sections. And the percent in front of a variable is a parameter that the Magic Platform or the underlying application uses to put in the backend code. And for those of you that know that some HTML and CSS, you will recognize alts as alternate text. And for images and videos, H1 is header 1 and H2 is header 2 and so on. You don't need to know anything about HTML though to use the Magic Platform. So keywords generator, it generates the meta keywords from relevant words from the product. Meta description generator generates a meta description for products using a pattern, which is set in the parameters. Again, you got control over that. Product custom alts generator generates custom alternative text for products from relevant keywords from the product parameter and the category parameter. Product custom H1 generator generates custom H1s for products from keywords from the product and the category. Same for H2 generator. Custom image titles, it generates the image tags. Custom titles generator generates custom titles. The tag generator, related products generator, is really based on a complex algorithm, and it's a powerful tool which generates up to 5 related products for each product. SEO URLs generator generates 5 or SEO URLs for products. And then there's SEO friendly URLs, which have the hyphens, and it's really easy for the search engines to pick that up. Now, caution, use this only if you clear all your products and categories with clear SEO, which you can easily delete all and rerun it. And if you you want to make sure you click yes on auto create SEO URLs, click yes on auto create meta keywords, click yes on auto create meta descriptions, and click yes on auto create tags for products if you insert them, if the tags don't exist. Now, it's really important if you're changing some of the tags for your products manually or by yourself, then skip the generate button for that extension line. Otherwise, if you click the generate button, the words which you put in will be overwritten. And I'm just going to go back to one of them. And you've seen how Amazon shows people that, related products, people that purchased this also purchased this. And the Magic Platform has a similar functionality with the generate related products. And, it's, pretty cool for having this, that, because customers can add additional products to their order, and this will increase the average customer value. Um, and below is just, you can see the partial screenshot, um, that they've got, generating related products and things like that. So those will show up. Now, on AliExpress, if you click on the Magic Dropshipment Fulfillment button, you won't see any products in queue. Right here, there's nothing there. In other words, there's nothing listed. So using a Chrome browser with the Magic Dropship Fulfillment extension, browse over to AliExpress.com, and you can search for leather handbags. Go put that into the search field, and now you want to make sure. This is really, really important. Click free shipping, or check that box as a filter, and click 4 stars and up. And as soon as you've done that, then you sort by orders. So now what you have are highly rated products that have free shipping, and you can see which ones have sold the most. So you see that this Simini female handbag, it's $10.52, but it sold 11,934. This one, the next one over, has 10,064. So let's follow this through. Let's take that first one, and so we've got all that information, and it meets our criteria. It's got free shipping, it's got rating 4 stars and above. I always look at this 4.8. You want it to be 4.5 or above, but there's no way to filter on that. But if something's selling well and it's down in the low 4s, it still might be okay. What you have to watch out for is, as that rating goes down, the number of returns is going to go up. So, let's add it to our 33leatherstore.com. So clicking on the item, which we've done, gives all of this stuff, but this little green button will show up. If you don't have that plugin or the extension added to Chrome, this add to shop won't show up. So you just click add to shop, and it will say added to queue successfully. And there it is. That's all the information about that particular product. So we've added one, and basically there's the link. So we have the store. You head over to the 33leather.com. Now, the Magic Platform has a product loader called the Multi-Scraper, and the link to it is whatever your domain name /multi-scraper. And in the case of 33leather.com, the link's 33leather.com /multi-scraper. Within the admin panel of 33leather.com, the categories are defined and the orders are already set. So now here's the store. You've seen that, or you will see it. And the category that has 15 handbags in it at the time this was done, and it's ordered by price, high to low. So you use the multi-scraper and you create a new task. And once you've created the new task, you put a name in there. I just called it CSB leather handbag, and you got to paste it in the second box, that particular handbag, and that's the code from that plugin. And what do you want to push it into? Which category? Well, we clearly want to put it into women's leather bags. Now, there's other things you want to select. Is the currency. You want to make sure it's US dollar, assuming that you're in New Mexico. You want to select your percent margin. Now, it's really dangerous to just do a fixed margin. We're going to make $10 markup on the product, and so if a $10 product becomes 20, a $90 product becomes 100. So it's far better to look at relative margin, but in certain cases you can look at a fixed margin, and here it's 200%. We'll go into that a little bit more. And if you click, what should I do if the product is no more available at the donor market? You set the out of stock status for the product. So you leave it in the store. There's other options that you can just take it out of the store and things like that. And now you want to set the SEO URL to on, and you want to create the new task. And that's it. So pretty straightforward. And now you've got this new task. It's got one product in it, and you click manual launch, and guess what happens? Now all of a sudden this bag shows up in your store, and look at this price, $31.56. Now remember, it was $10.52 on AliExpress, but we set the margin percentage to 200%. So the gross profit is $21.04, which is 200% times that. But the selling price is the cost, the $10.52 plus that gross profit. So it becomes $31.56, which you see here. And, that's what you're going to use to get the 2104 is got to cover your costs and various things like that. And, your net profits, what's left over. Now, what if we bumped up the margin? What if it was 300%? Well, at that point, your gross profit would be $31.56, and the selling price would be $42.08. And what if you wanted a 500%? Well, your gross profit would be $52.60, which is 500% times 1052, and the selling price would be the 1052 plus this 5260 or 6312. What you might find is you can get the product very inexpensively on AliExpress, and but people might be willing to pay $63.12 for this on your particular store, and you're making good margins on your particular product. Now, how would that analysis change if we wanted to make a fixed amount of gross profit on each sale? So let's say we wanted to make a gross profit of $100. Remember, 500% gave $52 of gross profit, but we want to make a gross profit of 100. So you go plugging in, you do a little algebra, and you find out that you need 951% as the margin in that particular line. And then the gross margin, well, you see that becomes X is 951%. So the gross margin, using the formula of price minus the cost of goods sold, that quantity divided by the price times 100%, is 90.3%. So that's what you tell to the venture capitalists or that want to invest, or the funders. You say, our margins are going to be above 90%. What you have to be careful about is that to differentiate between the markup and the gross margin. So here's what it would look like in your store if you had 951% in that particular area. Now, Google Analytics will help you understand the traffic that's coming to your store. And you basically go to marketingplatform.google.com/about/analytics. And there it is. A lot of things that it'll give you information on. Now, you got to be careful because Google is grabbing that information as well and comparing your store with other similar stores. But this is, by signing up for Google Analytics, one of the ways to get ranked. It's one of the SEO tricks, if you will. So here's the code for 33leather.com. I plug that in, I grab that code, I head over to extensions, analytics, and I edit, and it says, give me the Google Analytics code. And you go plug it in there, you make sure that it's enabled, and it is ready to go. So that is the module for the Magic Platform and how to use it. Thank you.